1. Hey everybody, this is Bauski, and I'm here with another replay from Reddit r Casted. Hope you enjoy it. Just gonna start completely suddenly right now, cause the game's already started. In the bottom right corner, we have Avenger from the clan Avenge. And in the bottom left, we have a regular, well, for me at least. I think I've casted one or two of his games, NinjaDuckBob from the team Clan Evo. And yeah, we're on the map Newkirk, whatever the hell version, district, city it is. There aren't any watchtowers in the middle anymore, and this part is connected now. And there's a really cool emblem here, but I'm not sure what the emblem is from. But anyway, yeah. So this map is exactly like Newkirk District, except with the prior mentioned things. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this map quite yet. It's besides that, it's a quite normal map. You can take an easy natural with, of course, a very small choke from the natural to the main, and then you have that wide choke into the natural, and then a third that can either be taken here, which makes it better defense against drops, or over here, which is harder against drops, but much farther away from the opponent. So there you go. And now we have Avenger sending an Overlord out across this this part. I don't know if this length has been what would be the word? Elongated, but it kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like it's a bit longer now than before. Overlord being placed on top of his natural, just in case that any weird things go on from the protoss side. Funny thing is, NinjaDuckBob, the title of the casted said, what happens when you play PvZ like you're playing PvP, or something similar to that. So NinjaDuckBob, for some reason, thinks that he was going to play against a PvP, and now he goes in and he sees that he's playing against the Zerg, and it must be an odd time in his life right now as he wonders, oh shit, what the hell am I going to do now? 2 gases have gone up for NinjaDuckBob, but, you know, seeing that it was a Zerg opponent, he doesn't put anybody in the assimilators quite yet, and with his open choke, now he has to worry about closing it all up. Cybernetics core going down. I don't know if there's a little bit of space here, but I don't think Avenger is going to take advantage of anything like putting up, like, you know, making 6 zerglings and pushing at this point. Avenger probably is just going to play pretty standard. NinjaDuckBob keeping his probe next to this natural hatchery being made, Overlord dancing and skittering on top, and this Overlord looking around still trying to see what the hell is NinjaDuckBob doing. Now 3 workers each inside each assimilator. Cybernetics core has gone down, and so far nothing else from NinjaDuckBob except for making some probes. And as a good defense, NinjaDuckBob is sending his zealot out first quickly, just so that Avenger will be distracted at his base instead of trying to push into NinjaDuckBob's place. Twilight Council now going down. Did the Overlord see it? No, he has not. And so it'll be interesting to see what NinjaDuckBob decides to do at this point. Going towards a natural location as if he's going to put it down, but then the question is, what the hell is he going to do with the Twilight Council? Is the Mothership Core coming up? No, he is pylon blocked, and 2 probes are on their way. Meanwhile, at Avenger's base, we see speed going down, and another hatchery going down so very quickly. This queen is kind of in trouble, but I don't think it will be too bad for her as she takes down the zealot, and now this probe is also going to be in a bit of trouble. And if we look at the units lost tab, we have 2 workers killed for NinjaDuckBob. Way to go, just with a probe and a zealot. And now Avenger is probably thinking in a more defensive position. He's probably going to keep those, wow, 8 zerglings probably near his base as the hatchery goes down and a queen is pooping out more creep. Back in NinjaDuckBob's space, we see a dark shrine going down. That's what the Twilight Council was for. And another gateway possibly going down for a total of 2 gateways, which which is an interesting amount. We have a stalker here just kind of moving about, and the natural has gone down from NinjaDuckBob. Well, it'll be interesting to see what kind of play comes out of Avenger. Does he have another scout? He still has this Overlord over here, but he has no idea about any of the extra buildings that have been made. I'd be curious to think what Avenger thinks about this. Speed is now going down, and another couple of gateways are going down as well. So this is going to be a gateway heavy kind of push. That will probably come out around, I'm thinking 10 minutes. Meanwhile, Avenger has gone for a multitude of zerglings. I don't know if this was the most efficient use of his resources, but that's what he's decided to do. And now with these zerglings, where is he thinking of taking them? I'm not exactly sure. Let's follow him. Well, it looks like they're just hanging out over here. And, oh, since the Twilight Council is done and the DTs are up, they'll be able to do some slight damage against these zerglings, but they pass in the middle of the night, and the zerglings, oh my goodness, Avenger has decided to take the push straight to his base, and millions of zerglings are now going towards NinjaDuckBob's base. Meanwhile, NinjaDuckBob sending 2 DTs home, and if he actually makes a DT wall right here, he could win. That would be the most hilarious part of this. 1 DT right now trying to do as much damage as against a million zerglings, but the thing about a million zerglings is, well, you know, it's kind of hard to kill them all. Pylon's going down now, and the Dark Templar thing going down, and the DT, 1 at the natural for Avenger's base, and possibly 1 up here, are doing a bit of damage as well. But the zerglings, boy, there sure are a lot of zerglings, and now they're taking care of all the probes. More DTs have come down to defend. But zerglings just keep on popping out. And, I feel like he should take down this Nexus, but it's a little too late. And, although he's going to do quite a bit of damage, I don't know. We'll see what happens here, especially since this DT is still doing a lot of damage here, and all of these workers here have been killed by this 1 DT who has about 13 kills. Looking at the workers killed, it's pretty even actually, but the units killed tells a very different story as these DTs keep on killing everything. Is there a hatchery turning into a lair? Yes, there is. As soon as it's done, overlords can be turned into overseers, but will he do it? Production shows yes, he will. And meanwhile, these zerglings have done everything they could. Sadly, the Nexus has not gone down, and NinjaDuckBob is actually left with 2 workers, while Avenger is now workerless. All these zerglings are now going back down to defend, but you know what's really bad against DTs and zealots? Yeah, you guessed it. So he's trying to save this queen, but doesn't last. And even though the DT's done, it's a pretty bad place for Avenger to be in, as he starts making, what does he start making? 3 drones right now. And 1 by 1, NinjaDuckBob starts making his own workers. This 3rd worker not doing anything so far, but pylons have been put down, and with 4 gateways, I don't know. They're both on pretty equal footing, except these drones aren't working. There we go. The drones have started working, and I would say they have been. I would say that NinjaDuckBob is in a slightly better advantage, especially with the Archon and the Dark Templar and the more workers. This darn worker not working. What a lazy guy. What a lazy guy! And these Zerglings trying to do a bit of damage here, but especially with the Archon and the 2 Zealots. No, that's impossible. Impossible. And Avenger is going to have to go back home. Just kidding. He decides to try and do a nice surround and does a good job taking care of a bit of damage. They're doing a bit of damage, but thing is, that's just not enough things to deal with this 1 Zealot who's put in an excellent position here. Nice micro by NinjaDuckBob as he tries to deal with it. Oh, and beautiful maneuver with the workers, and this Zealot survives, and there aren't a lot of Zerglings left. And just with 3 workers against 6 workers, NinjaDuckBob is now definitely in the winning position. What's this drone doing here? Hello. Hello. Anyway, Overseer going back home, and as soon as 1 DT comes out, or 2 DTs, Avenger is going to be put in a very hard place. 5 workers now for NinjaDuckBob, or I mean Avenger, while there are 10 for NinjaDuckBob, putting Avenger in a pretty bad place. Yeah, but nothing's really going on right now because both people kind of need their money. So, no surprise there. Overlord just scouting to see if anything has changed. Nothing has changed. Poor Avenger, if he had only killed this Nexus, concentrated fire, and killed both Nexuses, that would have really put NinjaDuckBob in a bad place. Thankfully, he was too busy trying to defend his own base and microing. And so, couldn't really do that. Worker count 9 to 14 now, with 3 Zealots on the map. And NinjaDuckBob just decides to send those 3 Zealots out, which is actually a pretty decent idea right now because Avenger is so busy trying to get all of these workers out. Avenger, interestingly enough, stopping on his worker production to make 8, 6, 12. What is this? How many are there here? 6. So 12 zerglings in total. Maybe perhaps he scouted the Zealots coming in and he decided to do this. Whatever the case is, Avenger doing a very good read and getting ready to defend against this. Oh, the Zealots have to be careful not to get surrounded, but they do, and the reaction is a little bit slow, and so the micro didn't come out of NinjaDuckBob as it should have, and the Zerglings do a good job of defending. It would be a big mistake now for Avenger DuckBob to try and push out, but that's what he's doing. Actually, right after I said that, thinking about it, maybe not a bad idea, but no. Especially with this kind of formation here, NinjaDuckBob, if he made some Zealots here, it would be too good of a defense. These Zerglings trying to run away now. He's lost quite a bit as these Zealots of NinjaDuckBob started running past him. Good job here trying to do some damage here, but like I said, NinjaDuckBob can warp in some Zealots anywhere, and just even with 2 Zealots in this kind of space, he can do a lot of damage, and the drone probes can take down the rest. Meanwhile, 4 Zealots running into or Avenger's base, and Avenger doesn't quite have enough, what are those called? I forget what they're called. Crap, brain freeze. Well, he's making 8 Zerglings now against 4 Zealots. That doesn't quite work out, and as he starts running away from his mineral line, that's a pretty hard place to be in, because that means he's literally stopped his money production. And no matter how many more workers he may have, doing that sort of maneuver puts him on a heavy back foot. Overseer coming in just to check if there aren't any DTs in there. Larva! That's the word! Christ! That took me a while. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, he was short on the larva to make any of the workers, or I mean, the Zerglings. And now, wow. Really? I didn't see this. Well, Avenger saw this. Overseer, or I mean, Oracle is about to come down. Spore Crawler, thankfully for Avenger has been put down. NinjaDuckBob ready to do another nice little maneuver here with Zealots at the front and an Oracle from behind. And a Mothership Core has also been made. Finally, a great defense against any other run-bys that may happen. And this game has turned into a brutal low Econ battle. What is NinjaDuckBob or Avenger gonna do against this? Sadly, he is not making any more workers, or I mean Zerglings, against these 5 Zealots that are coming in. This is not enough to do damage against anything, and this Spore Crawler is not in the right place right now. Finally going down, the Oracle is gonna have to move away, but these Zealots, there are way too many of them. The Zealots are gonna take care of all of these Zerglings in a bit. Zerglings running around trying to buy more time as 10 more Zerglings are gonna come out. But meanwhile, the worker count says it all. 14, 18, and just in a short while, more more zealots are coming in, and the workers start dying out, 10 to 18. And with these 2 more zealots, ooh, it's a close call. And Avenger is kept on his back foot as his queen is taken down again, limiting the amount of larvae he can put on, as another Oracle or a Void Ray comes in, trying to force destroy the Spore Crawler. That should not be a thing that can happen. It is crazy good how good Void Rays are. Ridiculous. Void Ray is going to go down now, though, as the Spore Crawler has been placed again. Zerglings trying to run by, and now 3 more zealots, well, 4 more zealots being pushed towards Avenger's base. 7 more zealots. NinjaDuckBob, with no thought about expanding, just continually pushing more and more zealots out towards Avenger's base. No more sky things being made. And unit count, we have 15 workers to 19 workers. It will be interesting to see what happens here. This zealot coming in first, scouting to see how much stuff there is. Now all these zealots coming in, finding a great place to take down the queen, which is again going to limit the larva. Great micro from Avenger as he surrounds these zealots, but they're put in such a nice place. It's supremely hard and impossible for Avenger to get a good surround. And now that the queen's dead, all these workers are going to start dying again. 13, 21, 11, 21. And the second hatchery is going to go down. Even with all of these zerglings popping out, Avenger once again has been limited to the amount of minerals he has and the amount of larvae he has. And now all of these workers are going to die, and that is GG, called from Avenger. Good job, NinjaDuckBob, who's staying in the game just to watch things burn. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed another shoutcast from me. And if you, dear viewers, want your stuff casted by amateur casters who are practicing to become better, then visit reddit.com/rcastit, where there are plenty of wonderful and friendly people who are much more talented than me who could very well cast your own game. Thank you to NinjaDuckBob for sending in such a hilariously low econ and crazy game. Both players doing quite a good job with their macro skills. If they hadn't, the game wouldn't have lasted so long. Avenger sadly put into a very difficult position, especially with the DTs and the zealot pushes. I mean, zealots are just so more efficient in a battle against zerglings, so it had to end the way it had to. But good job to both of you guys. And yeah, I hope you keep on posting more replays, NinjaDuckBob. Way to go. And to the rest of you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.